Good morning, students. Computer network, transmission media. So, previous class I explained what is transmission media. Under we have seen the guided media, that is the twisted wire, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. Now we see the wireless, that is unguided media. Here the medium of the transmission is a free space. Okay. So let us see. Unguided media. So here we use the radio waves, microwaves, and infrared. The unguided media transport electromagnetic waves without using any physical conductors. This type of communication is often referred to as a wireless communication. The signals are normally broadcast through free air. This is the electromagnetic spectrum for wireless communication. See that. So radio, the microwaves, it uses the frequency of 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. Then infrared uses 300 gigahertz to 400 terahertz. And above 400 terahertz, the light wave uses. Okay, so this is the spectrum for the wireless communication. So first one. So radio waves, microwaves, and infrared. These three are the wireless communication or transmission waves. So first radio wave. Right. The electromagnetic waves ranging from 3 hertz to 1 gigahertz are normally called the radio waves. The radio waves ranging from 1 to 300 gigahertz. The microwave ranging from 1 to 300 gigahertz. So the radio waves are omnidirectional. Omnidirectional. When the antenna transmit the radio waves, they are propagated in all the directions. So using this antenna, we transmit the radio waves which propagate in all the directions. A sending antenna sends the waves that can be received by any receiving antenna. Any number of receiving antenna can receive these radio waves which is sent by a sending antenna. The disadvantage of the radio wave transmitted by the antenna are influenced by another antenna that can send signals using the same frequencies. Suppose that if the frequencies are same by the two antenna, then the interferences may occur. The advantage is the radio waves can travel long distance, such as the AM and FM radios are there. AM can travel the long distances. The FM radios are used for the short distances. Okay. The radio waves can penetrate the walls. So within the building, within the room, we can receive the radio waves. That is the one of the major advantage of the radio waves. The radio waves uses the omnidirectional antenna that send out signal in all directions. So this is the antenna. This can send out in all directions. So here we use the two antennas. One is a dish antenna, another one is a horn antenna. Okay, here the focus is here, transmits, then transmits, horn antenna. So this is the unidirectional antenna. Infrared, radio waves and microwaves. So infrared signals can be used for a short range of communication in a closed area using line of sight propagation. That is within the room. We can use the TV remote. Okay, for a very short distance, we use the infrared. The radio waves are used for multicast communication, such as the radio and televisions and paging systems. They can penetrate through walls. It is highly regulated. We use the omnidirectional antennas for transmitting these kind of waves. Then the microwaves are used in unicast communication, such as a cellular phone, satellite network, and a wireless LAN. So the higher frequency ranges cannot penetrate the walls. We use the directional antenna, that is the point-to-point line of the site communications. Then satellite communication. Okay, you see that figure. You know what is a satellite? The satellites are launches from the earth and fix on some distance. Then this, when we transmit the signal, the satellite receives that signal and retransmit to other stations. So this is the transmission antenna uplink. We send the signals. Here the satellite placed at 36,000 kilometer height. Then when it receives the signal, then it retransmits the signal to the receiving antenna. So a communication satellite is nothing but a microwave repeater station in space that is helpful in telecommunication, radio and TV, along with internet applications. A repeater is a circuit which increases the strength of the signal it receives and transmits. The frequency with which the signal is sent into space is called the uplink frequency, while the frequency which it is sent by the transponder is a downlink frequency. The advantage of this type of communication is first one is a flexibility, then easy installing the new circuits, then distance are easily covered, broadcasting possibilities. Each and every corner of the earth is covered, so anywhere you can cover, and then the user can control the network. So these are the major advantages. That is the flexibility, easy installation, distance are covered easily, then each and every corner of the earth is covered, then user can control the network. Then the disadvantages are the initial cost, such as the launch cost, are too high, because when we send the satellite, we have to invest more cost for launching. We use the rockets. Okay, the satellite cost is also high. Similarly, the launch cost is very high. Then congestion frequencies, then interferences and propagations. These are the major disadvantages. Then application of these communications are radio broadcasting, TV broadcasting, such as direct to home connections, DTH connections. Then internet applications such as GPS, then internet connection for data transfer, then internet surfing, etc. Also that voice communication, then research and development sectors in many areas, then the military applications and navigations. So these are the various applications of this type of communications. Then let me see the Earth orbit. A satellite, when launched into space, need to be placed in a certain orbit. Such orbit is called a Earth orbit. So there are various Earth orbits. That is, when the satellite has launched, we placed or we fixed the satellite at some distance, kilometers, above the Earth. What is called a Earth orbit. Okay. Here, normally 3 types of orbits are there. One is a geosynchronous Earth orbit, then medium Earth orbit, and low Earth orbit. Okay. So this is the LEO, that is low Earth orbit. So normally this is from 500 to 1000 miles above the Earth. So the distance between the satellite and the Earth is a maximum of 1000 kilometers. So what is called the low Earth orbit. So the PSLV launches this kind of satellites for the low Earth orbit. Then medium Earth orbit. So the distance is 2000 to 36,000 kilometers, and orbital period ranges from 2 to 24 hours. You get signals. Then satellites are mostly used for the navigation, communication, and space environmental science. That is the GPS, Global Positioning System, GLONASS, then Galileo. So these are the medium Earth orbit. Normally the distance is a maximum of 8,000 kilometers from the Earth's surface. So the signals transmitted from medium a short distance. So here it is 5,000, like that here, above 6,000 miles. Okay. So the GEO, so long distance, GSLV rocket launches such kind of satellites in the GEO orbit. it can place it at an altitude above 22,000 kilometers. 36,000 kilometers. Okay. So geos are normally used for weather forecasting, satellite TV, satellite radio, and GPS. So this is the LEO distance, and this one is a geo distance. So the altitude is a 35,786 kilometer, and satellite speed is same as the Earth speed. So it comes around the Earth with 24 hours. So this is the LEO, just 200 to 2000 kilometer. This satellite travels faster than Earth. See that GEO, LEO, and MEO. This is the GEO, long distance. Then the MEO satellite, short distance. They say 8,000 to 12,000 kilometer. And then the LEO, which uses 322,000 kilometers. Okay. So I have explained the microwave. The electromagnetic waves having the frequency between 1000 to 1 to 300 gigahertz are called the microwave. Microwave is a unidirectional. The sending and the receiving antenna need to be assigned. Then the repeaters are often needed for the long distance communication. Very high microwave cannot penetrate walls. The microwave band is wide, almost 299 gigahertz. Therefore, wider subbands can be assigned, and a high data rate is possible. The use of certain band requires permission from the authorities. The microwave uses the unidirectional antenna that send out the signals in one direction. That is the I already told you. Dish antenna and horn antennas are used for this one. The microwaves are used for unicast communication, such as the cellular, telephone, satellite network, and wireless LAN. Okay. So I have given here. Then another one is various Earth orbits.